First things first, I'm just going to prepare a little bit of a marinade for the salmon. Simply chop a lemon. We just want some juice, about 1.5 lemons. To the lemon juice, I'm just going to add some olive oil and whisk together with a fork. Now we'll set that aside. I've got here 2 fresh salmon portions with the skin off, and I'm just going to dice that into pieces and pop it into the marinade. I'm just going to stir that through. A little bit of salt and pepper. Now we're just going to set that aside for later on. So I've got here my diced pumpkin ready to go. I'm going to pop that into a bowl. Add a little bit of olive oil to the bowl. Light sprinkling of seasoning. And to this, I'm going to add some garlic cloves. Discard the paper from the outside of the garlic. It'll just burn. Once that's done, add the cloves of garlic to your pumpkin. Now we're just going to toss that through to coat liberally with olive oil. I've got a pre-lined baking tray here, and I'm just going to scatter out my roast pumpkin. Spread it out nice and evenly. That way you get colour on all sides. Now my pumpkin's prepared and ready to place into a preheated oven at 200 degrees. Roast the pumpkin pieces for around 20 to 25 minutes. Our pumpkin's now roasted and ready to remove from the oven. Just want to take it out and allow it to cool. So we want to preheat a pan. Just drain away a little bit of the marinade, ready for salmon to fry. Salmon's starting to colour up a little bit now. We can turn the salmon over. Now, as the salmon pieces are quite small, they don't take very long to cook. We can set this aside very soon. Our salmon pieces are now finished cooking. We're going to set them aside, allow them to cool, ready for assembling the salad. So I'm going to start by adding in the spinach leaves. You want about 200 grams. About 100 grams of the cooked couscous. Going to add in my asparagus spears. Crumble through the feta. Leave a few nice chunks in there, adds a bit of texture through the salad. You want about 100 grams. Now I've got 1 shallot here, thinly sliced, and I'm just going to sprinkle that through. I've got some slivered almonds. You can toast these off if you want. I'm just going to add them in. My roasted pumpkin, I'm just going to add that into the recipe now. You can opt to either leave in the roast garlic or take it out. Now just before we add our salmon, I'm just going to gently mix this a little bit. Add in our salmon. Combine that through. And now we're ready to serve. Any of your favourite dressing over salad like this, or if you want to keep it light, just simply a squeeze of fresh lemon. And there we have roast pumpkin salmon with feta and spinach salad. To save time with this recipe, you could roast your pumpkin ahead of time. Pre-prepare all your other ingredients for assembly and cook your salmon in a nice hot pan to seal in the flavours.